It is not an attempt to reach God, since God is omnipresence. Where God is, I am, since we are one. So there's no need to reach for God. The purpose is to be still and let the awareness of God permeate us. The activity is always from God to us. We are not seeking to reach God. We start with a realization that where I am, God already is. And therefore, we seek a state of stillness, in which we may become consciously aware of that presence. The presence already is. The presence always is. In sickness or in health, in lack or in abundance. The presence of God always already is. There's no seeking after it. There's no striving for it. We begin with that realization. God is where I am. I and the Father are one. In that realization, relax and invite the Father to reveal itself. Now close your eyes and be still for a moment. When you are ready, open your eyes. And so it is.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you, Carmen. How's everybody feeling today? Feel like singing with me?
Yes.
Good. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Yes. I love you. I love you the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. And when I feel the love inside, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, you're
Join me in recognizing that there is one spirit, the spirit of oneness, the spirit where all men are created equal. And so if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes and allow that oneness to be my voice. Hay un solo Dios en el cual todo tiene vida. Hoy es el momento correcto y preciso para reconocer esta presencia de amor, de inteligencia, de unidad. Esta presencia del Espíritu está presente en cada persona de este país, de este mundo, de este momento de vida. Y sé que hoy vivo en unidad, que hoy reconozco en mi mente que todas las personas tienen unidad en el corazón, no importa el lenguaje. Sentimos con el corazón y hablamos la palabra de Dios, reconociendo que el servicio de hoy ha sido preparado por la reverenda Stacy y la reverenda Cheryl. Y este mensaje de amor, de inteligencia, de unidad es recibido con la misma energía en la cual ellas lo han creado. Doy gracias de que la vida es una. Doy gracias que el amor de Dios está presente en el corazón, en el único corazón que existe, en la única vida que existe y en la única paz que hay. Doy gracias a la vida, doy gracias de que Dios siempre dice que sí. Y doy gracias de que cada persona aquí en el centro sienten en el corazón el mensaje de hoy. Entonces, con esta palabra de amor, le entrego la palabra de Dios a la ley de Dios, en la cual la respuesta siempre es sí. Y así es. And so it is.
And thank you, Carmen. So beautiful. Anyone ever hear of Daniel Nema? Just kidding. I love this song. I love all of his songs, but right? And here we are. Woo! I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place, come on, at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Let's do it. I'm in the right place, at the right time.
say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And just turn to a neighbor and say good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Yes. Ooh, yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul, good morning. So good to see you. I am soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. One more time. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Las Vegas Center for Spiritual.
Who's here for the first time? No last time, no time.
The second and the third time I thought we were going to say.
I know.
Maybe she's Sherry in a minute. So
Third. Oh, hi, welcome back, Sherry. Hi, who else is?
Wait,
I
where's
say welcome
Sherry?
back to?
there's Sherry right there.
Is that who won the ticket?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
Sherry,
yes.
yes. Raven Sherry.
2 hours bliss.
All right, all right. Okay, so no one's willing to admit this is their first, second, or third time, which is fine.
There we go. Second timer and
All right, thank you. Where? Oh, hey, yes, hi. I know it begins with a V, right? Your name? Marika. Thank you, welcome. How'd you hear about us?
I Googled it.
Google. That always makes me giggle.
we know.
All right, it is the 1st of October, and you know, Patty's favorite thing is to sing happy birthday to herself.
That's right.
Oh my God.
That's right. That's
Who
right.
has a birthday in October? A lot of you been.
Who shares this beautiful month? That's right. I got my birthday girl right there.
Birthday, mate.
Happy birthday to all of us, okay? Sing with me, right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear loved one.
And Patty.
And me. Happy birthday to you.
I don't, you know, were there any anniversaries in October? Because I didn't find any. Come on. You can make one up. Me too. Okay. All right, let's make one up.
All right. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. And many more.
All right, thank you all for being here and celebrating with us today. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you'll always be welcome to. Thank you.
Thank you,
Your
Brad.
soul.
That's right, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Well, and you are.
I know you are.
And you, and you, and you. We have no power talks, right? I'm not messing up a video. Okay, there's my name. All right. That's how I do things now. Well, I gotta look around. I have to pay attention. It's called paying attention. It's called reading the order of service. I like to challenge myself every day. I'm gonna be like the mentalist. I'm gonna be like, I wonder what's next. I heard that was an incredible party, and I'm sorry I couldn't do that. What do you think I'm thinking now? Just kidding. I have so dumb I am. But I mean, funny dumb. So I chose this song. Not really, but I kind of chose this song. It's called Both Sides Now, and I know that you'll know it. Right? Remember that? Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, the clouds got in the way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Yes. I have more of me here. That's different. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing where you feel, and every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. Just leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know why at all. Yes. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud, and dreams and schemes of circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They say I'm happy, I say they changed. Don't let them know you give away. You've looked at love that way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all, at all, at all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Such a beautiful song. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Both sides.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
Both sides now. Yeah.
There is an anniversary. I didn't want to make it celebratory, so there is an anniversary October 1st. 6 years ago was not a good day, and I think we have a video that we showed some time ago. Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I don't have to understand to know that there's love that comes through that too. So, all right. Carmen, beautiful centering and prayer. Thank you so much. You know, I don't have to understand the words to know the feeling. To know the feeling. So we're talking about the paradox mindset. Yeah, the paradox mindset. And the theme of the month is playing with paradox. Paradox. What do I mean by that? Jumbo shrimp. Government shutdown. Too soon? I'll do it again in 45 days. Yeah. So para, it's a Greek word. Para, which comes from the Greek word meaning contrary. Doxa, meaning opinion. Contrary to opinion. Yeah. And so, light and the dark. There is no darkness without the light. There is no light without darkness. Yes? Yes. Yeah. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We all know that. And it's counterintuitive, right? Counterintuitive. So, let's see. We're embracing the both and. Because that is who each of us is. You know, I heard a practitioner say, she was having a human experience. And she was allowing herself to go through that human experience. You know, for a while it took me a long time to understand. I thought my goal was to be perfect. I'm already perfect. And that's not just my truth, but it's each and every one of our truths. I probably won't ever get to perfection as a human being. I'll let you know when I can walk on water. Or I'll certainly let you know when I turn that water into wine. You will all know. You will all know. However, that's who we are, right? We're the both and. We are made in the image and likeness of Spirit, and we can create just like Spirit does by the power of our word. And so that's the good news. And then we look outside, and it's beautiful today. Isn't it a beautiful October day? Yes. You get to wear a coat, right? Aldo said it looked very New York-like, so, coming from, since the fashion guy, I'm just thrilled when he says something like that. But there's a lot of challenges out in the world that we are here to do our best to support the world and creating a world that works for all. The spiritual world is divine perfection. And the human condition, not so much, right? Not so much. It's never been perfect. So this isn't a new area that we're broaching right here and right now. However, what are we going to do to heal ourselves? Because if we heal ourselves, it's the beginning of healing the world. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. How do we go about correcting the flaws that we see? And yet know that it's all perfect. Paradox. So background about the paradox mindset, a psychiatrist named Albert Rothenberg coined the term Janushian, thinking to describe the paradox mindset named from Janus, or Janus, the Roman god of transitions, duality, time, beginnings and endings, gates and doorways. Janushian thinking is the practice of consciously using multiple opposite or antithetical thoughts of construction simultaneously to solve problems. Janushian thinking suggests that rather than finding one solution, that we stay open to multiple possibilities and ways of thinking. The good use of our diversity. Yes? Basically, it is staying awake and alert to new possibilities, to that which comes before us. Yeah. So I want to create a world that works for all. Anybody else want to do the same thing? Yes. And yet I tend to keep doing the same thing. I do. I come here and I'm expecting a different result. I'm thinking, okay, well now we got a few more people, so now tomorrow's the day. When I wake up, it's gonna be a world that works for all. Not yet. Not yet. But Albert Einstein said, and we know this, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. He stressed the importance of having new viewpoints. Einstein said that if we maintain thinking the same way we did before, we might not come up with any solutions. He said that you have to rise above the problem to the next level. And change comes by actively considering creative ways to fix issues. We know the answer, We know the problem. And yet, we still seem to be going in this loop-de-loop. Yes? Yeah.
Yes.
And so one of the ways I have seen for myself this week in teaching this meditation is more than you think. I've seen how involved I get in my doingness. Some of you know what I'm saying. Not just about me, but about yourselves. Perhaps you see that, right? We are human beings and human doings. And so one of the ways, well, I'm much more of a, in fairness, a doer than a beer. I'm better than it used to be. However, I'm still more doer than that beer. Beer. I'm so silly. I'm a little tired from the Secret Supper last night, but it was really fun. So thank you, Jackie and Bob. Absolutely, and Raymond and Georgia, and it was amazing. So maybe somebody turned water into wine last night. I'm not sure. So we're human beings, and for many of us, or for myself, I should speak for myself. I find myself not being as much as I can. So this meditation is more than you think. It really allows me, even though, okay, well, I have this and this and this and this and this to do. So it's a little counterintuitive for me to take the time to say, I'm going to sit for half an hour and meditate. Is it counterintuitive? Not really. Not really. Because some of the answers that I'm looking for, I find in that meditation process. Allowing myself to still my mind and maybe just start with a question. What do I want today to look like? What do I want it to feel like? That's what we do for Sunday service. How do I want it to feel for each and every person that walks through these doors? How do I want it to feel? And I allow myself to sit there for half an hour. So that means I have to get up a half an hour earlier. Okay. You know, we want to change our lives, but what are we really willing to give up? Are we willing to do our work? Are we willing to sign up for the classes, to go to the classes? That I don't have your answer, you have your answer, but perhaps someone in that class can get that thought process out of you. Somebody in that class has the same situation. You're like, let me consider that. Because it's God talking to God, right? You don't have to depend on the minister. You don't have to depend on the practitioners. But you do have to take the time, if you're not going to meditate sufficiently, to take your time to go within and just do your work. The classes bring about you have to come, when you're going to classes, you have to do your work, right? Because otherwise we're just entertaining ourselves. We're just entertaining ourselves. And sometimes that's enough as well. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes we need to have entertainment. Last night when I'm sitting there drinking my wine, I'm like, I have a Sunday talk, I should be writing up my Sunday talk right now, as I had another glass of wine, and then some barbecue whiskey or something like that. It's fantastic. Smoke whiskey. I'm like, I should probably take my behind home. And I still sat there enjoying all the meat. Oh my God, fabulous food, and fabulous wine. And more fabulous was just the people there. Yeah. I want to change my current circumstance, situation, or reality. I must be able to sit with the problem. Oh, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. That's in the past. Well, it's curious that the same situation that you have now has not been healed. And so, guess what? The same situation comes back for you to heal. But you don't want to look at that. You don't want to look at that. So what is my role in the problem? I can't change anything else out there. What's my role? What's for me to change? That's my question. That's my question. I have to be willing to look at myself. The answers are always within. And how to meditate. This is this book from our meditation class. And we're having a good time. It's only been 1 week. I did notice that I I watched the news right after 2 really kind of lengthy meditations, and found my blood pressure to be quite high. And, you know, I wonder what it would have been if I hadn't meditated. So if I want to change my reality, change the truth, change my viewpoint, this is what How to Meditate, A Guide to Self-Discovery. This is what this says. There may be 2 viewpoints about something which are mutually contradictory, and yet both viewpoints are equally correct. In physics, this is called the principle of complementarity. It states that for the fullest understanding of some phenomena, we must approach them from 2 different viewpoints. Each viewpoint by itself tells only half the truth. The mystic, or the knower of truth, does not claim that one way of comprehending reality, of being at home in the universe, is superior to the other. He or she claims, rather, that for his or her fullest humanhood, a person needs both. The Roman mystic Plotinus said man must be seen as an amphibian. Which is funny because, I don't know if you remember, but I had a talk about, where I spoke about me being an amphibian, which I thought was very weird, and I didn't know where I got that. And it's probably not from Plotinus, because I don't even think I read that book in class. So Plotinus said that man must be seen as an amphibian who needs both life on land and life in water to achieve his or her amphibianhood. So also a person needs to be at home in the world in 2 different ways. One can call them just different states of consciousness, or use of different systems of metaphysics for one's fullest development. Yeah. We can be out there doing, there's nothing wrong with that, because we are supposed to treat and move our feet. I know Cheryl's going to talk a little bit about that. And it's okay to go in and be, and heal ourselves and find the answers within, and sit in the silence and listen for your next steps, as opposed to, I'm just going to run over here, and I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try that. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. Love is the answer. We each have our own answers. We know it. When will we stop to listen for next steps? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stacy. How do you know what I'm going to talk about?
I did my meditation this morning. One mind.
Oh my God. Well, the divine mind and my mind are one and the same, right? The mind that created it has the answers. All right? Well, thank you anyway very much, Daisy. And I am going to talk about class, because this whole thing reminded me of classes and practically everything we do here, to be honest with you. When I think about class yesterday, we were telling the students that we always get to choose the what. And the what. The what. And that whatever it is they want. And that they actually need to choose it. They actually need to set an intention. I wasn't in the first class, it was spiritual principles and practices, but that's what they did for the first class. They set an intention. Correct? Isn't it? Okay. Otherwise, one winds up getting the same as they got before, right? So deciding and setting an intention, it gives direction. It gives direction to the laws of the universe. And so then we must go out of our way. We tell them this. We tell the students this. This is why we have classes. You go out of your way. Get out of your way, sorry. Get out of your way. No trying to figure it out for yourself or trying to make it happen, but allowing it to unfold by listening for the parts that are for you to do. And then we say, treat and move your feet. Now, treat is a spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. Get out of your own way. So we say, treat and move your feet. I think that's a paradox, don't you? Absolutely. And I woke up this morning not even sure what a paradox was. And I thought about class yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, this everything we teach is about a paradox. A new cause has been set in motion with those intentions that they set, right? And the treatment is when you move around the world with confidence. What is the quote? We go confidently in the direction of our dreams. Go confident. Who said that? Henry David Thoreau, that's correct. I love the students are in the audience giving me all my answers. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I know, I told you, and they're all here. And that every action is in perfect alignment with the outcome. We're telling you to trust that. We tell you to accept that the path may not look at all like you thought it should, but in order to reach the desired end, we tell you to stay absolutely committed and focused on what you want without being disappointed or dismayed. Oh gosh, if certain things don't seem to look or work out the way that you thought they should. But allow the process to unfold, to accept all the twists and turns, every single one of them, to make room for the miracles or coincidences. That's it, coincidences. That's what you call them, people call them. What a coincidence. We call it a miracle. So just by doing, the outcome delivers far more than the best days of planning ever could possibly have produced. And they probably don't even believe that the second day of class. You're right, Sure. However, when they arrive, they realize that it is in fact a perfect manifestation. And even better than what they originally thought. We asked them, every class, I thought about this, to embrace that paradox. Because I promise it's not going to look like you thought it should, but it's going to be even better than that. And even better than that. In other words, we're telling you to trust, to choose what you want, but trust the how, because you don't need to know the how. It's none of your darn business. Ernest Holmes says in Living Without Fear, the riddle of the universe is a paradox. The question is its own answer. For the mind that asks the question is also the mind that answers it. There's only one mind. Dennis Merritt Jones in The Art of Being. If you want more of whatever it is you desire, you have to first prove to the universe that you're capable of having it by developing a consciousness that affirms there is no shortage of it. The only way to do this is by creating a vacuum or a space for it to be received. And the only way you can create a space for it to be received is by letting go of what you, I'm sorry. The only way you can create a space for it to be received is by letting go of what you do have. Paradox. Trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. That's the law of circulation. Your being here is a paradox to me, even. I love it though. I do love it. Because we had a great night Friday night watching Louise Hay, If You Could Heal Your Life. And in it she said, oh my goodness, that's my phone ringing. I'm sorry. Thank you. She said there was a conference they were having, and there was going to be 13 speakers. She said, I'm going to say something. The fourth person's going to say something. Even though I think we're probably going to say pretty much the same thing, that fourth person, oh, wow, it's so profound. And so you hear what you hear when you're ready to hear it, right? So I appreciate you come here in faith, waiting to hear what you want to hear, what you need to hear, rather. I love that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Even, it said you have to let go of what it is you want to get it. Paradox. Because I would spend all week thinking, dang, what does that mean? I know what it means, but then I'm thinking about it all week, that's all I saw. Everything was a paradox. Every single thing. Every single thing. I have a story about the 1970s Southwest Airlines, who was founded with a revolutionary idea. Rather than having assigned seating with class fare structures, it was designed to first come, first serve. Those who were in line first, got to choose their seat first. And the founder, Herb Keller, developed this egalitarian operating philosophy and chose to continue to put his values and passions first, even when conventional wisdom suggested that he couldn't make money utilizing the current widely accepted model, that he could. Because that's how everyone was already doing that. They were already doing that. But he was known to say conventional wisdom put a hell of a lot of airlines out of business. So until that Southwest came along, it was common thinking that boarding according to where your seat was located was the fastest available process. However, numerous studies show that open seating shaved up to 4 minutes off of the boarding process, lowering the cost and making it more effective and accessible for anyone to travel. It took until 2007 for the airline to perfect the boarding process that we see today. You know, with the people who check in the earliest, they get the earliest boarding spots. You know, I had a roommate at one time, she would set her alarm so she could get an A position, you know, so she would have a ticket. Every month she went to visit someone, I don't know. But she set her alarm. It's not you, but it does sound like you. I'm thinking of someone else, but thank you for the reminder. Oh my God. Keller's system is just a great example of living from the paradox mindset. You know, he believed that equality and putting his values first would benefit not only himself, but his entire airline and everyone who chose to fly with them. He used the thinking you were talking, Janushian thinking, to solve a problem. Why is the fastest way to board a plane to allow for more time? What is the fastest way to board a plane and allow for more time, on-time departures? By allowing everyone to choose their own seat, he discovered that utilizing this egalitarian process actually increased boarding speed while supporting everyone's ability to fly affordably, choosing to stay in paradox, in the paradox of what is good for the masses. It benefited him. And Southwest to this day continues to be the most profitable and popular airline in the world. I love that I get to take 2 bags for free. And even though you get a lower flight, you know, you can check out lower flights and whatnot and smaller seats. But those 2 bags mean a lot to me. I need my stuff. I need my stuff. And I get annoyed when I have to pay $35 to put it in the overhead compartment. But I know there are people that can travel like that. I mean, you know, I don't know if I can put 2 weeks worth of my stuff in 21-inch, you know. I mean, I've not tried it, but I've watched videos where people do it, and I'm like, wow. I don't care how many videos I watch, I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. I'm just saying, but I still love Southwest. Now, I know I keep saying I don't read scripture, but I have a scripture for you that reminded me of a paradox. It was Luke 17:33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Yay. We're living in a paradox, folks. Just embrace it. do your work, like Reverend Stacy said. Thank you so much for being here.
Love that, you guys.
It's all a paradox. That was great. So now I understand why we chose these two songs. Because that's funny. I had to hear you talk about it and to say it. And it works out. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. One of my favorites, probably, to sing ever. This is by Marvin Gaye.
Wow, what a true paradox.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate, no. You see, war is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. It's always the answer. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Yeah. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. There's too many of you crying. War is not the answer. There's too many of you crying. You know we've got to find a way, yes, to bring some understanding here today. Yeah, now picket lines, picket signs, punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Yeah. All right. What is going on? All right. All right, yeah. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? What's going on now?
I'll ask the ushers to come forward as we do this other paradoxical
Really
thing
fast
of,
now. You know, it's not that fast.
they are fast. Anyone need an envelope or a pen, please raise your hands and they'll bring you one. I promise you. Now, before we read the affirmation, how about this as a paradox? Love and you will be loved. Extend joy and you will become more joyful. The ancient Talmud says God will doubly guide the already guided. And Jesus, the greatest of the great, said, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down and shaken together, running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that men withal, it shall be measured unto you. So you give to get. Circulation. I know that sounds crazy, huh? But it's the truth. If you would say our affirmation on the screen with us, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Someone gave me this morning, and I'm going to use this as a prayer here. It says from Louise Hay, it says, I open myself up to the abundance and prosperity that is available everywhere. I claim my birthright, and I affirm that I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. I can't see that for some reason. But thoughts of abundance and unlimited creativity and opportunities are mine. And what I focus on is exactly what I attract. And so it is.
So it is.
I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine.
Yes, it will.
Come on, sing it. I do believe, yes, I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Sing it with me. Anything I want, it is mine. Woo! Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it's gotta be, then it is mine.
That's what she wrote.
What's going on?
That's
should
right.
be my
What's
theme
going
song.
on? I know. That's right. That's right. That should be your
So
song.
what's going on
What's
is
going
that this Tuesday we have chair yoga at 11:30 right here. So join for chair yoga. And then on Wednesday you can join with the Revs for lunch at noon on Zoom. And then at the evening at dinner time at 6 p.m. you can join with the practitioners as we have our midweek inspiration and prayer, first and third Wednesdays of every month at 6 p.m. on Zoom. And we're reading from the Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, of course, and pages 151 to 153 this week. Meditation is more than you think, and the class just started last week, and it's not too late to join, and we are having an amazing time. It's a great group. I think there's like 12 of us, so please join with us. It's just fantastic. It starts at 4 p.m. on Monday evenings at 4 p.m. on Zoom only. And you can see the happenings table to sign up and have more information. The investment is $169. It's taught by Reverend Stacy Hilton. And let's see, we just need the one book, the one that she has got right there. What's the name of it again? I just got it today.
The Guide to Self-Discovery.
The Guide to Self-Discovery.
How to meditate.
How to meditate, the Guide to Self-Discovery. We're learning 8 different types of meditation, so it's really exciting.
Let's see here. The Heart of Peace is back to its regular time, regular schedule, second Wednesday of every month with our wonderful Aldo facilitating, and of course Karen Jones doing the bowls, the singing bowls, from 6 until 7. So the next meeting will be on October 11th, Wednesday, October 11th. And it is our membership renewal season, so see the happenings table so you can sign up for our membership again so we can vote. And then for any prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@LasVegasCSL.org or text to 702-524-7096. And also the bookstore is open today with lots of books, and the ones across the window and on the right, and then the other one, they're all 60% off. So this is time to buy some books and of course jewelry and other things we have there. And then follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our website, which I don't see it on here, but I know that's what you need to do is go to the website. All right. And everybody, let's have a fabulous rest of the day.
Thank you, Kitty.
What's going on? What's your song?
Prayer team to come on up. Surround the room, actually. As we move into our closing prayers, all these beautiful, beautiful souls that hold us up in prayer. So please don't leave here with a heavy heart. There are lots of people here to just lift you up, okay? So if you would close or lower your eyes with me, and we just take in that last loving breath as we move out into the real world. And so let's embrace our inner amphibian. So we embrace the land and the water, knowing that as we practice that idea of meditation, silence, listening, that we do so to further our highest good and bring more peace and more love and more light to the world. And so for that and all that has taken place on this beautiful October 1st, I just am grateful. Grateful for each and every person that walks through these doors. That just fills me up. And so I know that we each have our duty for the week, be love, and so with that, I just say, and so it is. Let's stand and sing our peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this is mine.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great week, everyone.
This is great.
I can't look at you.
That's right. You made it way.
Crazy, but I'm about to say,
Go ahead, girl.
woo! Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Woo! I'm a hot air balloon that can move streets. I love you, Sharon. Woo! With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Come on! Because I'm loving long.